Back.
Bro, fucking, I was just talking to Hooper. This is actually the game where he dies at level 3. What I was talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
That's funny as. He puts 2 points in E apparently at level 3.
Yeah, he trolls this bit, but it happens.
Oh, this is the game where you write a note, mate. This is the game I want to look at. We should just look at
Yeah,
that actually.
true. So, I
Hmm.
mean, so going back to what you say before about how like
Mm-mm.
focusing on like theoretical. So the way I look at it is, for example, I'll look at my matchup, right? So with Lucian Nami versus Aphelios Lulu, um, in my opinion, the matchup goes like you guys should lose, like, sorry, Lucian Nami should lose until 6, and then at 6 you have kill pressure.
Hmm.
Um, and I think that's really important because if you have how something should go, right, it can inform how you get there, right? So you're not there. So whenever
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
like a new variable that appears or comes up, you always have like an end goal, so you can always go back to, well, this is where we should end up. Um,
Yes, yes, for
but
sure.
for sure, if you can't get there, then it's useless. So yeah, I generally agree.
Yeah, 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 I mean, I'm not saying like it's bad to theory craft and stuff and how a lane should play out and all that, but it just starts with like level 1 and being precise, but in so many games like level 1 just isn't precise. Guess that's what I was like saying.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, like in any like worlds game like T1 against fucking who was it? Like DRX, like bot lane is going to be played pretty much close to how it should be played, right? Um and even in like these games it's probably going to be very close to how it should be played. You know what I mean? But
yep,
in like a bunch of games, man, like it's just gonna be blunders all the time, whether it's like how they think or something like that.
yeah, for sure.
Um, yeah, okay, so obviously you can't fucking extend here. Mm-hmm. What did Lulu start her fucking A?
Yeah, she should start here.
I don't actually know this like 100%. I know this was played at World all the time, but what if she like starts? Because it,
And tries to run you down.
yeah, I'm just thinking that with
You
like,
can, but I think it's hard because, like, if my W hits Lucian, Lucian gets double passive autos, and he actually trades okay level 1.
yeah,
And,
okay,
like, they can't run past wave here. They just get hit by wave and it's rough.
yeah, okay. Because I swear, like in one Worlds game, I actually have to look at this.
Yeah, some losers can take it depending on what happens level 1, right? Like, if the wave's further
Yeah.
away or, like, their bot lane has to leash, and then you have wave priority, then you can take Q because you can take better trades if you slow them.
Yeah, I think Q might be useful as well just to get prio. I swear there was like one bot lane, like the players who played this matchup on both sides, and they got prio in like both times. And I'm
Yeah,
just
I
trying to
mean,
like envision it.
Lulu Philo should get pro anyway without Lulu Q because Lulu will always do more damage than Nami um
Hmm.
and Aphelios will outrange.
I think maybe is it like more useful if I mean maybe Hooper like can't tank it, but like yeah, what you were saying, if you
I
W
think Hooper's a
Hooper
bit
after
too
he
far
takes
away.
damage. Yeah, I agree. Like if he takes damage here and you W him, like what you were saying for
Yeah,
the passive, like isn't that
yeah. I think Hooper should be like next to me, not on the other
yeah.
side of the wall. But I don't think it's too important. Like the trade's still fine.
Trade's still
It's,
fine, but I'm just saying like if you W him while
yeah,
trading.
if I'm able to W him and he has W auto, it's really
Yeah.
good. But um, it's still winning as long as I get 2 W bounces. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah, it would have been a little better.
Oh, this is the Mayfan Udyr game. Here we go. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, there's a problem here where Lulu should be trying to pressure me 1v1,
Yeah,
but
I mean, you just use W, right? So,
yeah. Like, Lulu wins isolated trades against Nami, that's why I'm playing to top side of lane. It avoids that.
yeah, it's all good. I mean, like, everything here, bro, is, like, just clean, right? So, I'm probably only going to pause it if there's, like, maybe something that
Yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
could be improved, but everything is fucking good. And yeah, like, Lulu should be moving up. Wait, what the fuck? She did start Q. Yo,
Yeah,
I'm
she did
high as
start Q,
fuck.
but I think she should have started either. But I think it's pretty, like, power neutral.
What the fuck? They just traded when she has no Q like this? Holy shit. So good, nice auto. I think here, maybe instead of hitting Lulu, you can focus. That auto's good. Fuck, even like the autos actually mean something here. I was gonna like say like maybe you can hit the wave, but I actually think those autos
They
are.
should get wave if they both hit
Yeah,
and we don't. So we just like I think it's a bit redundant to
I
go for the
think.
wave.
Yeah, because Lulu like autos first, right? So there's no way she should get hit here. That's why like I think your autos on her are actually like great. If it's like even though and it's just like a fight for pride, I just think like you actually auto attack the
Yeah, for
wave.
sure. Yep.
Is there Rosie fucking told me this. Is there like any tech out there where in like double range matchups you take attack speed as support to like win prior? Because it's like mid, right? Like mages take attack speed, and I was like, wait, what the fuck? That might be actually like 5 head. But I'm not sure if there's tech like.
It's very rare that a matchup is like that is going to change the matchup, right? Like
Hmm.
in mid it does because like you're both like the same champion.
Yeah, it's huge,
Whereas
right?
like
Mid.
bot lane you have too many variables, I think, for it to actually matter.
It's kind of like fucking interesting that way.
Yeah,
Maybe it
yeah,
would
for
work.
sure. I mean, on some support it's better than others. Like Lulu, it's really good to take attack speed.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just waiting for the fucking 2 points in E, Lucian, to unleash.
Hmm. So no Q.
Can you go hard here? This is like fucking clean ads.
I think that's perfect because otherwise you trade into cannon wave and we kill him on next spell rotation if he stays.
Can't you like kill him right here though? Like maybe heal and then Hooper like moves top. Like here you can just heal and chase them together. Because I don't think you have to worry about who's enemy jungle. I mean, maybe we should worry about it. But
I
even
forget what
if
Sami has, but I think they just match like summoner spells and it doesn't do much. Like, because their way's bad anyway. Like, if we just chill, like he has to walk up anyway.
yeah, I think here though you can actually just like win lane because if you trade sums I think Aphelios has to flash in this, and if you do like if you land one bubble or when you hit 6, maybe like you even hit 6 before his flash comes up, like it's super fucking dangerous. And just because like that's all their spells and shit, and yes, like okay, you got hit by like his Q or whatever, but I think you can just send it with heal. I don't think you should worry about Lulu or anything here. Like he's legit like 100, 200 HP. And after
Maybe.
that trade
I think it's
happens,
yeah. I think you could maybe. I think either way, like both are pretty good because like he should be fucked anyway in a second.
he is, yeah. I just think he can be more fucked. Like here, if you just like auto and just run at him here and then heal, like I think because after that trade, so you're right, Benvi, like this is still great. But if you do that, like now you just zone him. Like you and Hooper just stand here. And now you just like deny like so fucking much. Enemy jungle
It's
is like
also
the only concern, maybe.
yeah. The jungler, right? Like our jungler's potting top, theirs is potting bot is something I wasn't thinking about like while we're reviewing this, but like generally you
Hmm.
want to be like more conservative with your trading.
For sure.
Like
I
you're
just
getting
think
fucked away from.
I just think he fucking blunders. You do like a great job to like catch him out. And even okay, if I'm the enemy jungler and I see that, and let me just if you do like what we're saying, so if you heal and you just like fucking run through, there's no way they can 3v2, I don't think.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. I mean, the
I
jungler
think
shouldn't be there anyway. Like it doesn't make any sense. So
yeah, like if I'm their jungler and I see that, I'm like, bro, like I can't gank this Lucian army. Like if you're to like full zone them and stuff, and then you're gonna like kind of hit 3 somewhat soon,
yeah,
like on
I mean
next wave,
the
like
only problem is if we mess up wave, right, and it ends up starting to push into them, and they just last hit. He has longsword and double pot.
mhm.
And then their jungler's bot side. So like there's a risk there, but
There is a risk for sure, but can you like let's just say you're the enemy jungler,
I
right?
can see you can
And
drop heal and just keep going, and then it's also hard for the jungle. I just think like Affiliates will be like almost full health when he double pots and he waits like a wave.
maybe, but I think you'll easily have like a chance to recall or something like that at that point, because you'll be the ones like crashing maybe the next wave or the one after, right? So let's just say like you heal and then you go nuts, and then Aphelios is standing here, Lulu's like back here, and you've just got full control, right?
Hmm.
And because now you're gonna like slow push a wave and probably hard shove next, like you can just do anything, right? Like you can recall, you can maybe even like ambush them. Like I don't think there's any danger at that point because this 2v2 is just like over. So jungle coming, he's legit gonna be like 1v2ing you. And as long as Hooper doesn't fucking E into a polymorph or something, you should be like chilling.
Yeah, yeah, we could have kept going.
It's still good, but like to
Yeah,
like
yeah, for sure.
pounce on Aphelios is still fucking really good. I don't think you should go to ward here, Hooper. Stay in lane, bro. Just because there's like maybe an advantage here, like you can actually exploit. Because it gives like Aphelios a little bit of time just to last still a
Because
bit
there's
and
no
stuff.
minions, I think it's fine due to cooldowns. Like my cooldowns come back as soon as he gets back to lane, and he doesn't miss any CS. I think it's fine. Cause like
Yeah.
we can't trade without cooldowns anyway.
Yeah, I mean it's still fine. I just think it's not like you're losing anything material, right? Like in terms of golden experience, like there's no loss here, but again, it's just like pressure potentially, which is just like I just see it as like hell important. So again, like if I'm playing a Aphelios, and I see Lucian like randomly run off to like ward someone, which probably doesn't matter. Like you can probably just ward after you start pushing. Like yeah, once you've like pushed him off or some shit. I just think you can
Yeah, but
actually.
I don't think we should push here. I think we should last hit and keep the wave in the middle, and then we wait on cooldowns again, and then he dies. Like right here, now he can't get cannon. He has to queue for cannon. Now he's pressured, right?
Yeah, 100. I'm not saying like push. I'm just saying like because you have prio like guaranteed here, you can like now he can go ward. Just like get the prio maybe earlier if you could have done. Yeah, like, I'm not saying the ward is bad. I just think you should do it like after you've got prio. Just focus on pushing them off like exactly you've done here. Do that first, and then you can go. But yeah, this is all good. Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
I mean, now we get level 3 first, and we should just all in on
I
3.
mean, like, yeah, three's like imminent. I'm just thinking here if Hooper has E maybe, because where was the trade? The trade is like here, right? So there's a trade, and now it's like I'm skipping like 15, 20 seconds. I don't think Ophelio should ever be allowed to move up for this range minion. I think this
Yeah,
should
I
be
agree. Hoover should go forward
unleash.
here. Yeah.
Yeah. So just comment with him, bro. Like, just fucking like even if you ping the minion, right? Like just ping the minion on this, like you did the cannon, right? Like Hooper pressures that cannon. Even range minions, like any bit of space in lane should be pressure. Even if it's not for a minion, just any space.
Yeah, yeah. I
Kind
can
of
even
like
call him to go up.
yeah, kind of like how I showed for that like Aatrox Maokai. Like the Maokai is just like under tower giving Aatrox space. Like just take it. Okay, so fucking this minion, yeah. Yeah, I mean,
I think I can be a tiny bit more aggressive here,
yeah, I
but
think you can trade here.
it's fine.
I mean, yeah, I think you should definitely like hit Aphelios. Like you like see here, maybe like how you were giving him space and Dante just takes it. Like he's like, thanks, bro. Like I'm fucking thanks for like giving me that and that. And he's probably
Yeah,
thinking, shit, that
I
was
can play
kind
a
of
bit more
cheeky.
aggressive here.
Yeah, like even if you're trading with him and Hooper doesn't do anything, like
I mean, I
in
should
my
just be
opinion, it's just
Wing off
worth.
cooldown. There's no
Yeah,
reason for me not to using my W.
yeah, I agree. It doesn't have to be like with Hooper or to like enhance his passive. That's like the optimal. But again, if he's just giving you like a good trade, like you just take it, right? Okay, so
This
we're
is
three.
the double E incident.
Yeah, I mean, fucking, I think both of you are like so far away. Like here, you should be on the edge of the brush, like just getting ready, right, to go. And maybe, I mean, again, it's really small things, but these will all matter, right? Against, especially against like top tier bot lanes. So yeah, if you're here, maybe there's a bubble. If you're here, maybe there's a bubble. If you're here, maybe there's like a flash, right? Like even if you flash an E Hooper, maybe not flash E Hooper, but fucking, if you can easily trade Sumter, I think with FL. Even if you were to actually like flash bubble, I think he has to flash, right? And it's so worth because it's your flash for his. Like his is much more important. Does that make sense? If you're
Really?
like here,
Why do you think that? Why do you think Aphelios Flash is better than Nami Flash here?
because like
Like better to drop.
Aphelios is more important to like maybe a comp and a team doing well. So therefore his flash is just like more important. I just think like if I'm a support, my AD carry is gonna have an easier time if I can trade my flash for theirs. Maybe it's like a bad way. Like that's just how I see it. Like if Aphelios
Yeah,
doesn't have
that's
flash,
okay.
or
I mean, I agree that like I should be more aggressive. So the problem here is I think that our flashes are more important than theirs because we are getting path away from, right? So
Mhm.
whatever happens, right, is we should be being like we should be only taking like good trades, right? When we're behind. We don't want to create volatility in our lane, right? Unless it's like super positive, right? So taking like these trades is good because it's really positive, but I don't think flash for flash is that positive. Like it's kind of power neutral, and then we're getting path away from.
okay, so
If we're getting path two, I 100% agree. Or if we are wanting to create volatility for whatever reason. So for example, I'm an engaged champion, right? Who likes the lanes not to be like a
Mm.
war of attrition, right?
Mhm.
Where I want to be like looking for all-ins and finding angles and stuff, then trading flashes is really good. But um, yeah, we're just like ideally we want to like chill to 6 and just punish mistakes. Um, and not
Mhm.
make give them a win con, which is them playing towards bot early. Because this is like the only winning lane, especially if our jungler pass top. So that's where I think the end goal comes into it. Um, which is where I don't agree with the flash, but I definitely could have been more aggressive here because they're just not they're trolling.
Yeah, so how I just said is like what you said, right? You kind of said we don't want to be doing anything unless it's super positive. I think you can honestly like just hard win.
Yeah,
Um,
I think so too. I just don't think I should trade flash. Like I
even
should be up a bit further, and then like I just off Hooper and he has to flash, and there's no flash trade.
yeah, okay,
Like we don't actually have to trade flashes here.
yeah, you
It's
don't.
that good. That's why it's good.
Yeah, 100%. Like you can just eat him.
Yeah, yeah.
But even if like you trade, I'm just like trying to get you in like the mindset where if I'm the enemy jungle here, so I used to always fucking hate versing like good mids because the pressure they create on like me as a fucking jungler is so AIDS. So if I'm jungling against Fantix or Swiffer or some shit, right? Back in the day, obviously.
Hmm.
If I'm doing that and they've got perma prio and they know how to like position and stuff, they know how to ward, and there's just a gap there, like a legit gap. It's not close enough for me to gank. I'm just fucked. Like I can't go near the lane or even like enter river maybe to do shit. And the enemy jungler like just gets kind of like a free kind of, I don't know, route if you want, like around the map, whatever the fuck you want to like call it. So here if I'm enemy jungle, and let's just say this happens, right, where you get a Phelios' flash. Let's even say you trade flashes. Again, what happens after that is you and Hooper just play up, and they're zoned off. And if I'm the enemy jungler, I look bot, and I'm just like, what the fuck? How is this? How is this like this bad? Like already, like, I can't gank this lane. So
Yeah, yeah.
you win. So this is pretty much like just how you can just 1v9 or 2v8 games is because you win another role just through winning like 2v2 like this hard. Because the
Yeah, I
enemy
agree.
jungler can't gank you, the harder you win this. So that's the way I see it. If you were super low, like 200 HP and a Phelios is like 200, maybe flashing is bad because you can get outplayed. But you've got such like an HP like lead here, you can fucking just like do whatever you want. And I don't think you
Yeah.
can ever get ganked. So yes, like your
I think
jungler's
it could
passing
be
away,
okay,
but
but like yeah, this situation you don't need to trade flash like ever. Like he just should have to play flash here.
yeah, even if like yeah, okay, I 100% agree. Like even if you don't have to trade flashes, like let's just say fucking I don't know, like you get his or whatever, and yes, you're playing aggressively, but yeah, I think the point is like you still can't get ganked, mate. Like you
Yeah,
still
I agree
nothing bad is
100%.
going to happen here. So even though Udyr is passing away, which is correct, I don't think you have to worry about it. Like I think
Yep.
you can get such a definitive lead here in the 2v2 that if it's a 2v3, it doesn't even like change the dynamic of this side of the map. Like you're still
Yeah,
going to
I
win.
think Hooper should 100% E in there. Like and just go on Affiliates.
Yeah, and if he doesn't though, bro,
And
like
I
if
should be a little bit closer as well. I could just EW Q.
yeah, like when you're about to
It's
hit
fine
three
too.
here, just edge of the brush, right? Like you standing there is even if you cop a Nami like you, it doesn't really mean anything, right?
The only one argument you can make is that like it's keeping them there, but
Yeah, you might be trying to bring him forward a bit.
yeah,
Um,
but I mean either way, it's like should have gone in a bit earlier.
if
And
he
also
doesn't,
time it with the minion as well. If like
yeah,
Hooper and I are on
that's
the same page, Hooper can E in and I can order the minion, and then he gets 3 and I E and he then dies well.
yep,
Or
yep,
they
yep, yep,
both
yep.
sums.
Yeah, so that's
Like
like
there's small optimizations for sure.
yeah, that's like the full like micro like team fighting kind of like micro, yeah, and it's all correct. What was I gonna say? Fucking something something something. I forgot. It's fucking over.
So good. So
Holy
good.
shit, you guys haven't finished this play? Bro, Hooper. Oh, yeah, that's right, Benvi. So, you're right? Hooper should fucking E in. But he doesn't E in. Like, I would put the responsibility and, like, accountability, I guess, on myself. And when you do that, like, you don't even need, like, a good AD carry. Because you'll just, like, control them. So, watching this now, it's almost like Hooper is an extension of yourself and how you think. So, we know, and I reckon you knew in this game, the fucking you can do something here. But the reason you don't is just because it's not like communicated or maybe thought about from Hooper's side of the lane, right? So the fact that Hooper doesn't E in is just because like there's a ping now after you've done it. So there needs to be like a preemptive kind of comm or something like that, even from you,
Yeah.
right?
It might have even been comped, but
Yeah, it might have been, yeah.
I got it.
But just because your champions don't do it, I don't believe it was either like comped enough or yeah, something has like happened there. But the 2 points in E Lucian, bro. Here he is.
There he is.
What, bro?
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
the Draven
he
we
needs
just
to hit
watched.
wave.
Yes, the Draven. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, hit wave hooper.
Get rid of the wave, mate. He walked up to Q. Oh, fucking FF. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing like you can do here, right?
Yeah.
But I think that this is legit just. And I think here, Hooper, if you're gonna run away, you run like towards the bottom, right? You're running like in the middle of the lane. Like just run towards the brush, bro.
You cleanse nothing as well. I mean, there's a lot
It's
there.
first game. He's got nerves. 2 points in E.
It's fine. It's fine.
But yeah, I reckon, mate, like those first few levels, it's fucking good. But I think it can be like even better, which is like a big positive thing. Like it's
Yeah.
might sound a bit like weird, but it's almost like exciting that you can fucking actually win
no,
it even more.
You need a good thing there to be able to optimize it, right? You
Yeah.
can't optimize if nothing's there. Agreed.
What do you think about like just staying here? So why do you recall first of all?
I don't think I can stop this wave from getting in, and if I
Hmm.
do, then it doesn't mean anything. Um, like what I want to do is I want to get back to lane and keep pressuring 2v2.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about this here because I don't think, I mean,
Yeah, nah, there's no way I can stop that into here's Gravitum like flamethrower as well. Plus Lulu. I think I would just be wasting a ton of time.
Yeah, I mean, you have tempo here, right? First play on the map. I'm just thinking, like, what are you actually even going to do? That's in my head. And I think you staying for experience there is actually, like, maybe even worth. And then you can recall after, like, that wave is... Like, I think you actually just put a little bit of pressure on them. So, hey, you have to push this wave in. Maybe you can even, like, threaten to stop Aphelios' base or Lulu's base, depending on how risky it is, of course. And then you can just, like, recall when they do. Because I don't think this tempo actually does anything. And you do actually, like, kind of miss experience here. So I reckon you could just like pressure them Benvis to actually, all right, actually do this. Like if I'm not just gonna like let you shove like actually shove this in. And does that make sense? Or it might sound a little bit weird. But...
Yeah, a little bit. I think fundamentally though, it's quite bad to be an XP sponge as sup. Like if I'm just there to like if Lucian wasn't there, then maybe you can make an argument, right? But like I think only 1 minion dies with Lucian not there. So like I get 1 minion of XP and that's it.
Yeah, it's just like
Lucian still gets all the rest, and that's like Lucian getting solo XP is like perfectly fine like as well.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
you can
good
even argue
for.
that that's even better than me getting the XP.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, 100% agree. Like that's good here. But Lulu is gonna have like more XP than you as well. So like when Rift Herald comes up and stuff, you know, like how that's kind of like a 6 timer for subs. She's probably gonna hit 6 first, and you can always like because that excess there is like the previous wave, right? So you can just like maybe again you're just like pressuring them, saying, look, just make sure you guys shove this in because I can like hold this up. Like if they actually do like hard shove, maybe you can hold it up, right? You shouldn't, but yeah, let's just say that fucking you could. So you like give yourself a chance to, and after you clear like maybe these minions, like you can always just recall when they do, like maybe even under tower, right? Like when Lucian's about to come back, you're fucking about to hit base, as in like your 3 set, and then like he still gets that solo experience. You just put a little bit of pressure on them, saying, look, Aphelios is half HP and kind of going here. If you don't do this properly, I'm going to hold up this wave and we actually have like maybe some sort of play, right?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I mean,
Yeah,
it could be okay. What I'll do then is like just see what I do with the extra time and see if there's like a mid window. Which I mean, here there's not.
yeah,
here
that's
I can maybe get my mid reset because he needs
yeah.
to back.
That's what I was like kind of alluding to, mate. Like even though you recall here for tempo, like I'm just thinking,
Yeah,
Udy's on a base.
Doesn't mean if I don't get anything. I think here it could be like I don't know, but like just looking at Azir Amana, like maybe he misses a reset. He probably just misses a reset, and it's his fault. But yeah.
Yes, that is definitely his fault. So you shouldn't have to go to mid to help him out. Like he should just base in a safe position. And now it means that you have to go mid instead of maybe going bot to help Lucian or pressure like 2v2, right? So that's what I was like kind of alluding to before. Like this tempo is great if there's a play to be made. But Uda is on a base, Azir is on a base, and like there's just nothing to do, right? So I think you could have just like pressured them a little bit. You get a little bit of gold, you get some nice experience for yourself, and then you recall. Lucian still gets all that, and you'll still get here probably in time, right? Like it's only another like 10 or so seconds to play 2v2 again, like on this next wave maybe. Lucian obviously has to like relax a little bit until then, but I think that is more worth than yeah, just like recalling for tempo that I don't think is there. Like tempo is great if again there is a play to be made.
Yeah, agreed.
I would just again here I would just play like experience game. I would not. I mean, going to ward is fine.
I think you should always fog here as support. I think it's really bad to XP sponge. I think like if I just move out of fog, like Udyr could be ready to gank mid, like or hard shot mid wave, right? And like now Syndra's forced to like stay, right? Because she doesn't want to lose a wave. Like Syndra's wave's bad. Now I'm on off map. Syndra's wave's bad, and Udyr's there. Like Udyr could definitely go for a mid gank here, and we also see like Maokai up top. So like I mean Udyr could have definitely done something there. Like there's no downside in my opinion to me fogging here. Like the XP doesn't mean anything.
Yeah,
Whereas the
it's.
fogging actually does. Like, fogging is pretty huge here, I think.
I don't even know though, like if you can even kill the Syndra just because Azira's like and Udyr like. Okay, let me put it this way, bro.
It's
Like,
not even about killing Syndra here. Like, her wave, I don't know if you can see on the map, but her wave is fucked. She's
yeah,
and she needs to get it in. If she doesn't get it in, that's a way bigger win than me getting this XP.
she's dead.
Yeah, I mean, well, she's fucked either way, right? Because she can't get a wave in. So she's like risking it. I mean, obviously she should just take the L and back, but like it just feels really bad for her either way.
Yeah, I respect the fog play, but again, I just think like experience is so important here because again, it's just for your 2v2, right? So you going in fog is like it is like kind of 5-head, right? Like how you're thinking. And I actually like it. But again, like if I'm Lucian here and the lane is still winnable, I don't want you to be like down a level to
Yeah,
Lulu
but
because you can never 2v2 if that's the case. That's why like
it's
kind of I said before like
the
about
problem is
staying.
that it's not just like XP neutral, right? The way it works is like Hooper will now be ahead in levels of Aphelios, right? And if I'm and the way XP and levels work is I'll be level 5 and Hooper will be level 6 and their bot lane will both be halfway to level 6, right? While I'm just level 5. Does that make sense? Because
It
he's got solo
makes
XP.
it
So
makes sense.
he'll be 6 while they're both level 5, even though they'll both hit 6 before me. But that gives us a window, which is pretty big, I think. And
Yeah,
we get all the benefits of doing the fog play.
maybe yeah, but it's just like I still think like they'll hit 6 like at Rift, especially like when they get a kill and stuff.
Yeah,
And
but they need to actually get the wave in to go to Rift, right? And if Lucian's 6 first, like they cannot do that. Like if like sure if we both just move to Rift, then like it matters, but
mhm.
it shouldn't just end up like that. Like it's very rare that the bot lane is just neutral trade and both walk to Rift at the same time. Like someone will have an advantage on the wave, which will then get them there first, and then it occurs from there. Or they decide to move, but they lose like a wave of CS for it, or something like that.
Yeah, okay. We can just like agree to disagree, guys, because we don't need to like spend all day on
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
But
for sure.
I just think like if Syndra is like baiting you to go mid with Uda, I don't think you'll ever really kill her. And I was watching like a Perks video recently, and he said, pretty much again, it's just like this 1v1 thing, like alpha. I'm gonna draw that much like pressure and attention that those lanes who are trying to like kill me are gonna lose like their own kind of matchup. So I think you going mid there, okay, like Syndra is actually like in a shitty position because she's like and stuff. But the point is like even if she flashes, I still think you're probably losing too much, which might sound like really fucking weird. But yeah, like Perk said in his video, even if I get ganked here, I can just flash and they waste like a bunch of time like trying to kill me. Um, and yes, Maokai's like on Krugs, and yes, Udyr can gank mid, but Udyr's on a base as well. And it's just like I just think you can just like chill in lane. Maybe you can still like stay in fog in lane, but I just think experience is actually just more valuable than any of those things. But if you think differently, it's fine. Like it's cool. It's not
Yeah,
like the biggest thing in the world.
that's fine.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of Lulu getting to Rift at level 6 and you being 5, and now you just like can't win Rift and this 2v2. Like you can't win this 2v2 until level 6 now. So yeah. Like that's just in my head, right? Like, that's how I see it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Where's she shoving you base? Yeah. You win this game, eh?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. This is nice. Yeah, this is great because like there's actual pressure, right? Like
Yeah.
no one zoom and Uda's actually like not needing to recall, so this is great. What's Hooper doing bot? Just
Just
say
gonna
here,
try
Benvi,
and
as well.
zoom out, be scared.
Just in case you like do this. Normally, like you just get one play, right? So if that's like your play, it's like just time to get back bot type thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just a bit worried that the Maka could be choosing.
Yeah, it's good. It's really, really good. Just saying, like, don't go to like their red buff here because otherwise,
Yeah.
like Lucian's just
Super illegal.
fucked. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Use your E Hooper, bro. You'll fucking one shot them. Okay, Maokai's top now, so can't you guys go nuts? Is Hooper like on cooldown? So there's Q.
Mm, I mean, the matchup's not that easy. I don't know who got the kill. I can't see items, but like they should
Yeah.
theoretically like be fine in 2v2. Like Hooper is 40 gets polyed and they cut it out really well.
Yeah. Okay. I mean,
But he can be a little bit more aggressive here. Like he could probably
yeah.
look for an auto there. I mean,
I
it's just
think
playing around his the W and like also
think you can try go for a Q here, right? Like as soon as like this happens, like it's part of your maybe like W. Like now you try Q. And then Hooper doesn't even have to E in. He can just like walk up, right? And if he gets polyed, he's always got like E to get out.
yeah, I can look for a key here.
Yeah, like if it misses, bro, then it misses. But if it hits, like there's
Yeah,
actually like a
yeah, I'm full mana as well. Yeah, I can look for a key there.
oh, here it is. Maybe you are right, Benvi, about that. The fucking level 6, mate.
Yeah.
They obviously don't expect it as well.
It's really it happens a lot.
It's
I
just
think
unexpected,
it's
eh?
a
Like
very support like specific thing where like I've
she
done it
has
a lot.
flash,
It's like
right?
just don't be an XP sponge. Yeah, she does, but like
What
yeah,
the
she could flash, but she still gets chunked. I mean, it's really bad for them either way. It's a bit unlucky that she lives. Oh well, I mean she could have flashed earlier, but
Yeah. Yeah, that's what
same
I'm
thing
saying.
still applies. She's chunked out anyway, and she has to reset.
That's what I'm saying. What you just said is what I'm saying, like about that level 3 to level 2. Like even if you don't kill them, or like level 2 when you just run the Aphelios with heal, like he's gonna be so chunked, he's practically like dead anyway.
Yeah, but I think that doesn't matter if the wave goes into them. Going back to that other thing, because he doesn't actually have to like he can chill and get wave.
But he has to like use all the pots, right? And you can just like sit where you're sitting and just zone him out of like experience and stuff. Still think it's like hard winning.
Yeah, I mean I think the same thing happens either way. It's just maybe a little better if you play a bit more aggressive.
Hooper should definitely try to stop his base here with a Q.
I mean, and also going back to like now you see like us pushing this Lulu off the wave gives me XP, right? This is all now XP that Lulu's missing.
Yeah, I mean that's true. I don't know like how they could have played it like better. I mean her getting hit by that like Q is kind of troll.
Yeah.
Maybe like there's a world in which their
I mean,
jungler is
they
like
just need to
half weird.
respect like the level 6, but then we still get the wave in and we still get first move to Herald. So
Yeah, it would be interesting like look at the like kind of game from their perspective. Maybe even like Maokai can do something here because Hooper has like no sums and shit and yeah, there's probably something to be said from their side of it, but how you play it is like fucking good. And now we're at the Rift. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I remember
it
watching
works
this
too
and
early.
thinking that's like almost game for some reason in my head.
I mean, it's not good, but it's fine. Like, he just works too early. If we just chill, wait for our jungler to finish blue, it's fine. Which is kind of what we want to do. We can also just
Why is
get
Hooper
mid
just
prior as
running
well.
why is Hooper just like running full bot here?
He can, I think. I think we should win 4v4 really hard.
But what about if like Aphelios is here?
Then Hooper hits tower and it's worth, in my opinion. Like we have a Zero. Like I don't think it's that like cut and dry that they get Herald and they lose a lot of tempo. Like because they didn't have wave set up and because we had like first move, it means that we can do this, right? Like oftentimes you'll see, especially if you watch high elo VODs, the bot lane that gets priority on the Herald move will just send their AD back bot because they have the priority anyway. So therefore, if their bot lane wants to send both AD and sup to Herald, they'll be inherently behind in tempo because they weren't the ones to get the wave in first.
Yeah, I agree. I think here it's just like a question of actually who like if there's a definitive win in terms of 4v4, 5v5 and stuff, and Lucian like not having ult is probably big, and um, yeah, I don't even think it's like clear cut. So I actually like you guys going bot, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's
I
just
mean,
yeah,
even if
like
they send Aphelios up and then we just delay the Herald, they're losing.
yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's good.
So it's quite good.
It's just like Azir shouldn't die there, so whatever like comms were made. This is cheeky, I like it.
So I mean, I just figure that the sup needs to walk back bot and the sup will come. So, but instead the AD comes to ward for the sup, or I don't know what he's doing. But I missed my bubble predict.
Yeah, I don't know why you're
It's
clicking on
whatever.
Hooper. You should just like cue him right when he face checks. Like, don't wait here at all. I mean, I guess like you can predict his flash,
He
but
can flash the bubble really easily out of vision. Like I think it's really hard for me to just bubble out of vision. I think I should try and predict. I just don't miss it. Like I think he's just dead if like I think it's like not even that hard of a mechanical thing to do for me. I'm just like I just mess it up.
yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, I mean the fucking the point here is like the play is just so good. Like you going around there is just like hell smart.
Mhm.
Hooper can probably live that as well.
Yeah.
Maokai, yeah, you have to be careful. Yeah, he backs off. Yeah, it's fucking good, man. Honestly, just say like there's just the laning things we talked about, but waves are like I haven't even really talked about waves because it's good.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't really see like anything to talk about. Like it's been clean. Yeah, maybe like just when you base, I still think it's worth to like just get that wave and then you recall
Yeah,
because
that's
Lucian
something I'll
still
look
gets
at
the wave.
more.
Yeah. Are you Chow by the way? Like this is
Yeah.
yeah, man. It's fucking
Challenge 2 accounts.
very nice, man. It's fucking very good. Oh, here we go. There's May fan.
Yeah, the homie coming in,
Fucking Udyr.
making his appearance.
The Halo Blades Prowler's Claw Udyr tech. Very nice. Yeah, from Fog, everything is fucking clean, mate. This is so easy.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I played way too much Nami. Like
Yeah.
last split, it was super meta.
Yeah, fucking, yeah. Pick or ban that shit, eh?
Yup.
If Caitlyn's like on. Okay, this is a situation where I think maybe you can think about recalling. Because I don't really see the point of you like hitting Drake because he's gonna get it anyway, right? And maybe there's a chance for like you to do something.
I'm just worried that they might contest. I think.
Let's have a look.
I'm just around for my jungler.
Yeah, that's good if you think they're going to. Let's have a look. So Aphelios is dead. What was mid? So okay. And Syndra then goes top side. Yeah, I think you should just recall, mate. Because Syndra just goes top right. I think you just recall and then.
Feels like I'm super ahead of tempo and I can't do anything. Like I should match like 80 jungle recall here.
Yeah, that's the question, mate. Like,
because I don't.
Is there
think I
anything
can
to do?
Anything without like if I recall and walk out on the map, I don't know what I can do. Like I can't ward solo. I could get caught. Like now I should be. Like I could have been just then.
Yes,
like,
yes,
earlier.
yes.
Like, but yeah, I think hovering the drag is fine. But like I should be like in base now with Hooper.
Yeah, it's just
so
like if there's
a bit delayed.
Yeah, it's just like if there's a random. I mean, like, I don't know.
I think top's gonna get dove or something like that. I can go, but like here, I don't think like I can do anything if I'm ahead of my jungle AD. So I should match AD.
I kind of agree. Like, there's actual no real play to be made. Just think about it, mate. Like in other games, like if there is. So hopefully, yeah, you see it in other games. This game, I actually don't really mind it, but still, like, you're probably not going to lose anything. Even if you do recall, you're still going to buy the same items, right? And you can always, like, after you move out of base, like, come back to bot, or maybe you can, like, contest the crab, or catch out, like, a Syndra from behind, like, this way. Just because you have, like, that extra time. So I still think there might be a play to be made, and you're still, like, not getting anything from, like, staying there.
Yeah.
Look at him go, mate. The fucking Udyr.
He's going in.
Bro, these champions are the most, like... Linear fucking just run in a
Yeah.
straight line. But yeah, nah, bro. I reckon we fucking don't really need to go through much more of
Yeah,
this.
I
Oh,
think
here he
this is
goes.
pretty good.
Nice. Yeah,
Ready
just
for the
like
hooper?
yeah, there he
Ah.
is, mate. Finally found his cue. But yeah, no, man. I think it's fucking good. Just yeah, like the shit we talked about like 2 and 3, and yeah, I just because almost like a mental thing, right? Like just because their jungler's pathing, but it doesn't mean you still can't hard win to the point where that becomes irrelevant. Like that's what I'm saying. Like you can. Oh, yeah, this was hell clean. I remember watching this. Oh, oof,
Oh, so close.
that was close.
I remember that actually.
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, like that mindset thing, and yeah, just pay attention to levels, and also like just try to communicate like preemptively, right? Like fucking spam ping and get the AD